Alright, so we enter another game day for the Super Eagles of Nigeria, second and final game day of the international break. This time they'll be taking on Amavubi of Rwanda, final match of AFCON qualification. The game will be played today, Monday the 18th of November, 5 p.m. Nigerian time will be the start, and it will be hosted at the Godswill Akpabio Stadium in Uyo. To watch it, more than likely on Super Sports is going to be, and you can get that on DSTV or GoTV. You can also catch it online on Afro Sports. The NFF more than likely will have a link to the game this time since it's at home, hopefully. So you can catch it on all of those right there. But the Super Eagles have already qualified for the next AFCON, did so even before their last match against Benin Republic. That was because of the result Libya got against Rwanda, and that guaranteed that we will be in the next AFCON. Now, this match right here, or this final match day, is really about the other three teams. All three teams stand a chance to qualify for the next AFCON. They all need to handle business, and they all need a little bit of help apart from Benin Republic. Benin Republic just need a win, and they'll be in the next AFCON. A draw kind of makes it a little shaky. When it comes to Rwanda, they need to defeat us by a good bit, and they need Benin Republic to lose. Basically, they need them to lose against Libya, and they'll be in the next AFCON. Now, if Benin Republic draw in their game, Rwanda would need to beat us by, I think, like 4 goals, which is kind of a lofty goal right there. But Libya would need to defeat Benin Republic. They play them at home, same time as our game, and they'll need to get a win in their match against Benin Republic, and they'll need us to defeat Rwanda, or at least draw with Rwanda, and they'll be in the next AFCON. So a lot of stuff to play for in this last match day right here. But that being said, when it comes to the Super Eagles, I feel like they can't even be thinking about this type of stuff. Who cares who's gonna be going into AFCON with you? Your job is to do your job, which is to handle business on game day. It's not just about the AFCON. You're trying to make it to the World Cup. This is the team that is on top of your table at the World Cup qualifiers. And why not get the mental edge on them going into those 2 matches? So if you handle business and handle business well, you'll have that up on them going into those 2 matches. Yes, they'll be a little bit hot when they play you next time, but if you come out with good intensity, that wouldn't even be a problem. And I felt like it was a problem when they faced Benin Republic. I'm talking about the Super Eagles. I felt like they didn't have the right intensity in that game. I spoke about it before the game. I said you got to match their intensity. You got to match their physicality. And I don't feel like the Super Eagles did that. I felt like they were just waltzing around. Maybe it was the fact that they found out that they're already qualified, but that was not proper performance from the Super Eagles, in my opinion, when it comes to that department. Yes, they had some moments on the ball. They did some things on the ball. You liked how the team looked when Rafael Onyedika was brought into the game and had a little bit more balance. You saw him building up way better when he came into the game, but I still feel like the physical aspect of the game was not handled by the Super Eagles. They were not ready for that battle against Benin Republic, and it was taken to them. Benin Republic really took it to them, and I truly feel like General might have took the foot off the gas a little bit early in that game because it was looking bad. I'm thinking, are we going to equalize this score, or are they going to go up 2-3-0? Because that's how I was looking for a moment. Then it just seemed like they fell back, and when they fell back, they fell into our hands, and that was that for that right there. I even felt like we could have got one more goal in that game. The referee allowed time wasting, did not add time at the end. I believe he ended the game like a couple of seconds early. I mean, the referee, I wasn't too much a fan. There was the moment where the player was supposed to go out through the nearer side. He takes the long way out. The referee is stopping him. He walks past the referee. Referee goes in his pocket like he's getting a yellow card. Then he thinks about it and stops. I wasn't really feeling the referee in the game. You always complain about the referee, but I mean, it is what it is, though. Super Eagles going into this match right here. 3 players will not be part of the team. Of course, we already talked about goalkeeper Stanley Wabale and fullback Ola Aina. Now we also know that forward Ademola Lookman is not going to be part of the team in this matchup right here. So interim head coach Augustin Eguavon was asked about the players missing, and this was his response.
Prior to our game in Benin against in Cote d'Ivoire against Benin, I had a word with show from Nottingham Forest, and then after that, I got a message from Nuno, the manager of Forest, as well, pleading if we can release Olajuwon because they playing Arsenal, next weekend. I said, okay, we have a deal. Once we're able to get the result in Cote d'Ivoire, we'll keep the relationship because we've got other players that we think can also play. So based on that, I want to keep relationship. Ademola Lookman is slightly hurt. We have relationship and then understanding as well. And based on that, it was released because he said he can't play at 100%. He can only play at 70%. And he pleaded. I'm the only one who can excuse him. If I want him to stay, he will stay. But we have to keep the relationship going on, so I allowed him.
So yeah, as you heard right there, head coach of the side, Augustin Eguavon, talking about releasing 2 of his players, Ademola Lookman, Ola Aina. I feel like it's not a bad decision. Of course, these matches are important. Yes, I said they're rubber matches, but we're trying to build on some. It's about World Cup qualifiers, so we're trying to use this as like a dress rehearsal for that right there. But at the same time, you do want to build good relationships with these clubs, and when you can, you do want to appease them, because hopefully when it's on the other foot, they do the same thing for you. So I don't see anything wrong with that. Maybe the Ademola Lookman one, I'm like, look, Atalanta, we're not sure he's coming back next season, so you might not be the one who's gonna be doing us any favors. So I don't know what's up with that. But moving on from that though, and still on the same subject, because we're gonna be talking starting lineup in this game right here. Super Eagles against Amavubi. So last time out, the Super Eagles went with a 3-4-2-1 formation. I think this time they're gonna go with the two central defenders instead of the 3. I think William Truce Ekong and Calvin Bassey will be the 2 central defenders. You got Bruno Yamaichi and Bright Osai Samuel as the fullbacks. And in goal, Madakao Koye more than likely will be the one coming in for Stanley Wabale. Amaso Basogi is definitely also a good option. I think his first match in the NPFL was played at the Godswill Akpabio Stadium. Bandel Insurance, if I'm not mistaken, that was their first match in the NPFL. He had a good match, clean sheet against Aqua United and a win, if I'm not mistaken. But that being said, I'm thinking Madakao Koye is the guy that'll be in goal. Then, like I said, with the defense, you got central defenders, Calvin Bassey, William Truce Ekong, and for the fullbacks, Bright Osai Samuel at the right back position, and Bruno Yamaichi at the left back position. I felt like Bruno Yamaichi was the man of the match in that last one. And even the game against Libya, I kind of felt the same way. So this is a guy that's been looking really good lately in the Super Eagles shirt, and hopefully he keeps on keeping on. And we moved to the midfield. Last time it was Alex Iwobi and Wilfred Ndidi. And when you come to that pairing, I'm just saying, you look at them at their club levels, that's not where they play. They don't play anywhere close to that nowadays with their clubs. Alex Iwobi more likely kind of looking like he's on the wing. Then you got Wilfred Ndidi played a little bit farther ahead. He has 4 assists this season for Leicester City. So I don't think those guys are naturally fit for those positions. But when you talk about a guy like Rafael Onyedika, he's doing this at his club, doing it in the league, in Champions League, and I feel like he's perfect for that position. He's somebody that's natural and always wants to stay back, always does his job from back there. You watch him at his club, he never just all of a sudden you see him up top. He's always in that position, and I feel like that's a perfect fit when it comes to the Super Eagles, because that's what we need right now. He might not be the highest profile player, but he plays in a way that the Super Eagles need, and that's how I see it. Along with him in that midfield, I will play Frank the Tank Onyeka. Not sure that's what the coach is going to do, but me personally, my selection would be Frank the Tank Onyeka. Then for the third midfielder, I'll put up there Fasaya Bashiru. Let that young man get some time. He's been saving the coach. He saved the coach a couple of times. He didn't get not 1 minute last time. So I think as to do what's right, Fasaya Bashiru should start this game right here. And we know that he always handles business when he gets in the game. So it's not like you're putting in somebody that you got to guess about. He always gives you good performances. So why not let him start in this game right here? But that being said, when it comes to the forwards, I mean, you could play two at the top with Victor Osimhen and Victor Boniface, but I think the coach is going to go with the front three, Victor Osimhen in the middle, Moses Simon on the left side, and I think you put Samuel Chukwueze on the right side. I also felt like Kelechi Iheanacho had a good game. He had those two good chances, the one to Victor Osimhen. I think that really should have been a penalty because the goalkeeper touched the ball at the end of everything. After running through Victor Osimhen, he sits on the ball by mistake, basically. So I don't see how that's not a penalty. Then you talk about the one that he gives to Ademola Lookman, and they raise up the flag. You look at the replay; it's not an offside. So Kelechi Iheanacho was kind of played by the referee and officials in that game right there. I felt like he had a good game, and I wouldn't mind seeing him again in this game right here. But with that said, this is my predicted starting lineup. In goal, Madaka Okoye. Central defense, William Cruz Ekong and Calvin Bassey. Fullbacks, Bright Osai Samuel and Bruno Onyemaechi. Midfield, you got Rafael Onyedika and Frank the Tank Onyeka, along with Fasaya Bashiru. And for the forwards, you got Victor Osimhen, flanked by Samuel Chukwueze and Moses Simon. Let me know your thoughts on that one, and also let me know your predictions for the game. Put it in the comment section. And please don't forget to like this video, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Thank y'all for watching. Peace.